Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm here. I still think that camera keeps trying to. It's a bit better. There you go. That's right. And Worm. Been running around trying to get ready and sorted. Oh, Thumb. We've been doing a whole bunch of skill training and stuff. I've got Drunk Drive Operation 4 at the moment. Cool. Meanwhile, what are we up to? We've got Electronic Attack Ship for... Nice. Heavy Interdiction Cruiser. Nice. The Amar. And the... Oh, Heavy Interdiction Cruiser. Awesome. Well, that's looking a lot fuller. Apart from the Black Ops, that chunk there is now completely full. I can fly everything in that trunk. Kadari's slightly even better. There's a couple of haulers I can fly as well. And actually, I'm training to be able to fly Sharon as well. Probably do with the Crane and the Bustard as well. Oh, I can't fly these guys. I can't find the Nighthawk or the Vulture. I need a couple of bits and pieces on Galante. Come, Kadari. Can't find any of the Galante stuff, but that's not surprising because I've only got battleships maxed out, and nobody wants to fly Minmaster because they're horrible. So they're all like little rust buckets. Right, ship hangar. Hi JD, how you doing, buddy? How's things? Is there anything in the NES store? Have I done the NES store redeem for this week? I have done it for this week. That is good. That is good. Interceptors. Oakley dokley. Cool. Have nothing of junk in there. This is no problemo. Where's your sound? There's a lot of points on that. I muted the game sound. I heard it. 1 second. Yeah, keep. There you go. There's your 200 points. Enjoy. No refunds. LP, capsuleers. Fine. Non-capsuleers. Oh wow, we get 4 of them. Cool. And as you can see, I have made no progress on the chart for this month yet. But that's fine. We're about to start. Not too bad, a bit up and down. Bit of a gap in my medication supply means I've been a bit fuzzy over the last week or so. But I'm making a concerted effort to fly in Eve today. So we'll see how I get on. Going easy mode with the Paladin rather than worrying about ammunition. No, it's not good. Typical doctor. Oh, we want to review your medication. That's fine. Could you not have told me, after I renewed my prescription rather than just as I renewed my prescription? Because if you told me after I renewed my prescription, then that would have given me like 30, 40 days to be able to sort out an appointment, have it, and get my prescription renewed. Except you told me as I tried to request my medication, which basically gives me about 7 days. And you don't have any appointments within 7 days, so therefore there's going to be a gap. So, yeah, that's not a sensible plan, is it? Yeah, it's fine. It should be arriving I want to say it's arriving tomorrow by post. So fingers crossed. Should be okay. There, we should be okay. It just makes my head all fuzzy, and I get a little prickly.
Warp drive active.
Get like a prickly headache, like someone running then stabbing my brain with their nails, like this, but on the inside. This is probably a description that nobody really needed, quite frankly. I don't even want to renew any of those. Do I need to renew it? No, that's... How long have I got on my booster? I got... Oh, you're not going to tell me? Apparently not. ADHD, okay, so as you'll notice from the tags underneath, I already have anxiety and depression. That is fine. And men don't talk about their mental health nearly enough, so we are mental health positive on this channel. I'm waiting for an assessment for ADHD. I believe it's highly likely. Not that I've had it confirmed, but I believe it's highly likely that I have ADHD. So yeah, I'm essentially waiting for a diagnosis. That's right, no problems. Men don't, like I say, men don't talk about their mental health needs nearly enough. It's some sort of stigma thing that they can't cope with life, and they're not manly enough to be able to do it. And I think that's complete and utter nonsense. So yes, we talk about mental health here, if people want to, of course. Even if it's just me gasbagging about my own. Why isn't the tooltip coming up? I think it's got I think there's a blank bit there. Yeah, it's fine. It's not for a while yet, anyway. So yeah, probably ADHD, as inattentive specifically rather than hyperactive. Basically, my brain goes off in its own little wandering tangents, and my body struggles to keep up. Looking back at things as well, it's probably highly likely that I've had it all my life, at least since puberty, anyway. So the likelihood is it's just it's gone undiagnosed for a while. But I want to seek professional medical opinion to see if my theory is correct or not. But yes, I also suffer. I've always had extended periods of time off work due to anxiety and depression. I've had depression again most of my life, but then that could be a result of the ADHD. Anxiety, on the hand, got really bad after my chemotherapy for my cancer. So yeah, after that, things went amazing, and it got a lot worse after. Right, open the cargo hand, scoop the cargo hold, pull the drones in, acceleration gateway, go.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, there's been a bit, and we don't talk, like I say, men don't talk about it nearly often enough. So we can chat about it whenever we need to. We normally fly towards that structure until I get attacked by something. Let's go check. I'm gonna test something as well. Can you, John? Would you mind typing exclamation mark spin in chat? If that's possible. To see if you enter the giveaway. Yes, it's working today. It's a good start. Congratulations, you're entered. Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, so it wasn't working last week. It decided that, for whatever reason, it wasn't interested. So we were without a giveaway option for a while. Yeah, there are different as things have progressed and people understand ADHD more, they've noticed that there are different, like I said, levels or subtypes of ADHD that didn't necessarily weren't obvious from the beginning. And as people have started showing, people are looking into it more. The different types have been diagnosed. And all those types have always been there, and that's probably what's led to the recent uptick and surge in ADHD diagnosis. All these people have always had ADHD, they've just never been... they never thought or never figured that it might have applied to them. So, like in your girlfriend's case, well, your ex-girlfriend, I don't know. I'll go there. She probably went through her entire life thinking that ADHD was for massively hyperactive, overstimulated children, and actually, that's not what it's about at all. But all these people didn't necessarily realise that there was this disparity between it. Hey, gone. Good evening, good night. Alright, bye then. See you later. Yeah, because if people see that hyperactive child and they think, oh, that guy's got ADHD or is just not being parented or all that any such nonsense like that, and they don't bother to look any further. And it's not surprising that the most sophisticated computer known to mankind, the one that can invent other computers, has its own little quirks and differences. Funny that, isn't it? Yeah, true. Alright, go on. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you dropping in and saying hi, though. Thank you for that. Camera's still playing silly buggers. It's a bit better. Yeah, and you get all the people, oh, everyone's got ADHD these days. They're just looking for an excuse, blah, 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 blah. No. That's not how it works at all. Well, you're being particularly difficult to get hold of. So yeah, it's good to know that at least there are now there's now more research being done into the diversity of mental health conditions that exist. It's just unfortunately, especially in the UK, there is so much. The levels have increased so much over recent years that, well, I think it's the same in other countries as well, but they're struggling to keep up with the diagnosis at the moment. Diagnoses. Well, that's gonna be fairly quick, I think. Well, that's the thing, is I think there was a lot of people struggling with psychological issues in general. I just don't think it was diagnosed very well. So people have always been struggling with these mental health issues for as long as anybody can remember. It's just that the problem being is that it wasn't. People were just deemed as something completely different. It wasn't their mental health that was the problem. It was something else that was the problem. They were absent-minded or something slightly different. They were absent-minded, or I'm trying to think of another phrase that would be used. forgetful or lacked attention, flighty, you know, all this type of stuff. All these little words that nobody ever. Everyone just assumed that it was just a weird thing that was just normal, and no one ever spoke about it any further. Right, turn all those off. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That probably doesn't help that as much either. Whereas where it didn't matter really if you decided to turn around one day and decided that you were going non-contact. You know, everyone just thought you were a bit strange or odd, kooky, whatever. And nobody ever batted an eyelid. He's a bit of a recluse. No, he's just a social introvert that hates being around. That doesn't really hates being around people. Oh, he's very absent-minded. No, he's probably got ADHD. And his brain's already moved on to the next thing before he's forgotten about the other thing. There's even psychological studies to show that we wouldn't have evolved at the rate that we did. I like being alone. I get my energy from being alone. I get my energy from being in my own personal space. I get tired very easily if I'm forced into group social situations. Streaming is a bit weird because I'm not physically around people. So interactions are at my speed and completely under my control. So it has a different effect on my social battery. Like I could stream the entire day, assuming that I didn't have a son and a wife. But I could probably stream the entire day without needing. But I find that if I was out all day in the office, I find that very draining. And I need some sort of quiet time. You're a social introvert. Yes, that does make a lot of sense. Right, we're doing the work with the tractor beam. Put on everything in. And to use grabbing the closest stuff, we're grabbing the furthest stuff. We'll get through all of this wreckage in no time at all. Yeah, but sorry. Anyway, there have been some psychologists and people that are studying early human history. A lot of people have determined that quite possibly that ADHD has played a significant role in the progression of human civilization. You know, while the majority of people were dealing with day-to-day tasks and everything along those lines, the ADHDers were in the cave and wandering, well, not cave, but tent, girt, whatever, and wondering, like, thinking of worst-case scenarios or letting their mind wander to strange and new different things. And they were the ones that probably came up with a lot of the strange and interesting things that ended up becoming technology and science and other such things. They probably invented religion as well. What if this, what if that, and their mind would wander and go away to far different places, and suddenly that's what let everybody be what they were. I didn't put my welcome message out in the chat. Yeah. Right. Which TV options? I spelled my own name wrong. That's usually a good sign. There we go. Right, that's all of that done. MTU is inactive, I guess. Yeah. Open. 7 point the divide. I always look. I go 7.6 million. That's great, but then 2.7 of that is the bloody confiscated viral agent. So it's like, oh. So I always get overexcited that I